down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
And listen, when you've got a receiver like this, so good off the line of scrimmage, you can run a fade route at any point of the field. It's not just down in the red zone. If he's press man, let him use his quickness, stab inside, get back to the boundary, and make a play.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Crosses the 35. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The run inside. It's Green. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Jennings. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's a heat. It's caught. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hale. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David. We've seen throughout his career, when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well.
There's some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. He's loose. He's at the tip, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grabbed behind the line, it's Richard. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
They get him stopped and out of It's at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside. It's Beebe. Might have a chance. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. 3rd down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open, what does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. Could be an alley.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Moving out to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. On the ground with the counter. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short now from their own 48. To the air, it's Jennings. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Rides to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. And it's Oklahoma State with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Pulls it in with one hand. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Wilson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Smith with the grab over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It's complete.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They boot it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Got him downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will give him the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Makes a grab and room to run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion at timing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To throw, it's Jennings. Escapes the pressure going right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. The quick out, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
The give on the counter. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And wings it incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes a connection. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. Finding some room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got a man. It's Martin. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, they're after him. Good. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
To the air, it's Hoover. Snags it.
miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy, Palmer. I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds space on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This almost certainly to win the game. He got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.